I'll be paying attention to you because you almost had back-to-back winners on the show.
Well, I sort of did. I sort of did. I was tied for first for like an hour with Jordan Spieth, who I had winning last week. And I saw the replay of a couple of the putts, Diane. Oh, my gosh, those putts were so close to just could have fell in the hole. But Fitzpatrick, the shot that he hit to finish him off was incredible. And, you know, that guy, he is so unusual. You know, he sort of does you know, he's obviously the US Open champion, but he does everything very quietly. You know, he sort of has an inside over the top looking swing, very efficient. We've seen it. I've seen it many times on tour. Very straight hitter. He chips cross-handed, Diane. He plays bunker shots cross-handed. I mean, nobody sort of picks on him for any of that. And he's been off form this season, a little bit injured, and now he's back. Billy Foster, of course, who caddied for Seve Ballesteros, is on his bag. So it seems like whenever Matt Fitzpatrick gets anywhere near the lead, he is like the most dangerous person out there.
Yeah, and I just love him. I love the fact that he's like nerdy in the best way, because if you watched his episode on the Netflix Full Swing documentary, he records every single shot that he's ever hit. So he almost kind of journals after a round and writes down literally everything. So he studies it all. He's like so geeky over it, and I just love it. I think he seems like a great person. You can't. When you have Jordan Spieth and Matt Fitzpatrick in a playoff, there's not one guy that you can root for over the other. I was actually rooting for Fitzpatrick because the fans were so against him in the playoff, and they were chanting USA, and I was like, you know, it must be hard for him to hear that, especially playing with Jordan Spieth, who was defending champion and an absolute fan favorite out there. So he did it, and as you say, that shot that he hit, what was it, a 9-iron he hit on 18 to 12 inches and then went on to win, was just amazing. So good on him. And what a way to celebrate by playing with his brother this week.
Yeah, and also his brother will be way more nervous than he would have been without already playing with the US Open champion. Now he's defending champion from last week, but not defending champion, but the champion last week. He also has one of those, you know, when guys putt, they have those big fat grips now. They all hold these grips and they putt to keep their hands out of it. Matthew Fitzpatrick has one of those on his driver, which is a putting grip that he has an extra driver that he takes to the driving range, and he puts his hands in this huge grip, and it must be very flat on top. And he's doing something in his swing on practice to, you know, feel a certain angle. I'm guessing that he wants to feel a very straight line through impact area of where he's going. Wow. And then he puts that big fat cat driver back away and gets his regular one with a round grip and starts practicing on the driving range. But very unorthodox. Nobody copies anything that Matthew Fitzpatrick does on anything. And here he is, current US Open champion, now a tournament winner at Hilton Head. I think his first win in the US other than the US Open. US amateur champion. He's won tons of tournaments overseas, but now he's starting to really emerge here.